Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you from another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully do well, and hopefully you're looking after yourself and a positive start to the week wherever you are in the world. We're back on my account today. We're going to do a full champion showcase on the one and only login champion that we all can access in today's video. So get into it and get stuck in. So why am I building her? Well, there's two reasons why I think that she could be a good build for most people who are in game, who are like free to play, and we'll go over a couple of things. So the one thing that I wanted to make out in today's video, which we won't be covering in today's video, but the main reason why I'm building her is generally for faction wars and for this ability here, which is a double time hitter on her abilities, and I will be trying her in faction wars because also we get a 5-star blessing. The 5-star blessing allows me to do more damage against the boss, also receive less damage from the boss because of the boss passive doing to do with the blessings, etc. Right, so it's going to be one of them ones. I think she would be a good contendant for Brimstone as well for faction wars. Unfortunately, faction wars is not open today, so I won't be able to showcase that. Once I work out a 3-star strategy for my account for a boss against a watcher, I will drop the video. I don't know if she will be in that team, but the plan is that she is going to be in that team. Depending how she works out or not, I'll give my honest review on her when we get to that point. I also think she could be a fairly decent nuker as well for most people who are like free to play, generally on the free to play side, because she's a force champion. You are going to get a 5-star blessing for her as well, just by logging in, do daily activities and etc. So there is definitely some use. I think she'll be a good champion in Hydra overall. I wish this was 100%, but unfortunately it's not. And even so, I still feel like it needs a defense down as well. So it's a bit of a disappointment in that area as well. So we're going to build her out on my account. I'm going to show you how to build her for arena. I don't think she's a live arena champion. I don't think like a free to play even needs her, especially end game free to play players will need her, to be honest. So that'll be one thing as well. So we're going to go do masteries, and I would recommend what masteries we're going to do. So as you can see, I've already started taking a couple of masteries for dailies, etc. Now she does do some shenanigans with shields, and all I like to take shield breaker, but I want to see if there's anything that she does against shields overall. So she'll attack all enemies 2 times. Receives less damage if she's under there. Then this champion receives 5% turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy receives a shield buff. Okay, so she doesn't do any extra damage against shields. If the target is under shields, just the A1 it does extra damage. The A2 and A3, which is what really matters, doesn't really do anything against shields. I won't be building her with accuracy, so for today's video anyway. So I'm gonna go like this type of mastery tree then. And again, this is aimed at arena. This is not what I'll take for faction wars. For faction wars, we will be building over some accuracy, but we do have the reset for that. So I want to kind of give you guys what I would do with her overall. Will she make my arena teams? Unfortunately not, because I'm not free to play. And to be honest, even as low spend player, I think you could have better options than her for arena. But I kind of wanted just to test her for my own secure thing. So we're going to see here, we're going to go lightning cage here. Let's go attack my stone skin. And then for bless, for I guess for relics, I guess we'll go with the mythical tank, because I don't think that she's worth giving a serious blessing. Sorry, serious relic like cat gaze or anything like that, and plus it's very expensive to do. So I just need to check Goldwing. I'm going to show you how to build her on an optimizer. So we're going to go for Goldwing. And obviously we want to refresh this because this won't have the blessing or the masteries on. So we're going to go to refresh here overall. Then we're going to go to damage build overall. Now for in-game arena, you do want to go to quite fast. So we're going to go about 275. I think that's quite reasonable. You want the slowest at end game arena where I am is 250 and 4-piece stone skin or ignore defense sets. And this will need to be a lethal or stone skin or instinct, depending on what you've got. Obviously, if you're free to play, I don't think you would have good instinct anyway. Maybe one setup push, and then 4-piece stone skin to offer some protection. Accuracy is not required because we don't really care about her shenanigans there. There isn't really anything to add here as well. You can see here we added the things. All right, let's talk about slots then. So when you're building her, if you want to build her, I've already got oils and stuff already done for my account. But this is what you'd select on the optimizer. Now this is a good thing to select on the optimizer because you would get the correct build you want, the correct stats you want. You also don't need to go and play with all the oil and dust straight away. And this is what I would recommend to do for this here. Now I don't need to do this on my account because we're just going to steal gear one of the champions, but if you don't want to steal gear, you would need to turn all this off. So for example, if I don't want to steal any gear at all, I just want to see what we can get with the average build, which on my account shouldn't be like anything good because I haven't got any like gear like really like free, right? So that's one thing I could definitely do there. We will be taking gear on my account though, so we can reset the glyphs because sorry the stats here because otherwise I won't get a correct build right out of the start using dust etc. I don't want to make this video too long, so you can see here honestly the stats are not too impressive. Even on my account you can see here just 5,000 attack coming through with the 5-star blessing, which I don't know if it's been refreshed because there is a little bit odd even for my account. I do know my gear really well, so it's kind of a bit of an interesting one. So let's go. As you see here, it's gone critical damage, it's gone defense here. Mine actually have a stone skin accessory, I guess. Let's see what's what here. I should have some stone skin. Oh, okay, we have got some stone skins, so let me go ahead and roll this. Optimizer won't pick up on it if it's not level something, a decent level. So again, we'll go through this again and refresh, or it should refresh actually, because it'll give me the same build. So refresh again, and then we'll see what we can take now. Okay, so still 5,000 attack for her abilities. Let's see what we can get in Savage. Savage, here we go. Might because also we're not glyphed as well, so that could be a big factor. So you can see here we got a bit more attack in here. So again, not a crazy build. For 5-star blessing, I would expect a bit more from my account, to be honest, but it is what it is. So you can see here we've got a defense ring. So yeah, so my attack ring's not also rolled up. I knew something was a bit off once I saw the stats on that. So it's still not amazing ring, is it? So again, let's refresh. You can see there that's going to come up, and then we should be able to find some better stats coming through. Okay, now we're breaking the 6k mark, which is better. I won't be using stone skin for faction wars. That's a good thing for me because it looks like we wouldn't be getting like crazy build right now. All right, so we can go ahead and fully roll this. I'm not going to roll the ring. It's pretty bad overall, and I don't care for that too much. We will drop some 4-star speed lift on this. There's no attack on the banner, unfortunately. Attack ascension. We can squeeze a 6k attack if I wanted to. I guess we could use a little attack lift here, which would give me a 1. We're looking for a 5. C points are doing fairly well. When you're ready. Damn. Really milking me for glyphs there, Raid. Right, so you can see this is our build. We've got 6k attack, 315 critical damage behind my head, and just under 280 speed, so that's quite good. Unfortunately, I am full on gear again, So I need to go and do a quick cleanse offline. So I'm going to do this off the video and then we'll come back with the build after this. Alright then, so we are back. We've sorted out the build. We're going to go into arena now and we'll showcase her off in the arena. We'll see what she can do. Again, this is not high-end arena. Like, she's not meant to be for high-end arena, I'll be honest. And that's not what we're trying to showcase in today's video. So that's one thing I will say. We'll bring in Empress as well, because Empress can work against Stone Skin. And then we're bringing a Arbiter as well. So this is going to be the team. He's just in here to deal with Stone Skin. And then we have a way to nuke him down. So if we was going to use him, maybe like 3 versus 3, lower level siege. Sorry, lower level classic arena. Siege and 3 versus 3 is where I would argue that she's going to be useful. So we'll go ahead and remove the stone skin here. Now we'll have a look at some like multiplied damage now. So we have the attack up. I like to do my multiplied test in the arena on average teams because you're not using stuff like defense down, etc. So this is just my way of testing arena damage, and this is how we generally do them on the channel. Because I like to be realistic. So we're going to come in with the A3. We're going to attack the enemy 2 times. The first hit will have a 100% chance to put the heal reduction. And then we have a 75% chance to put on block buffs. I wish it was 100% because this would be useful against some mythicals as a first hit. We have no polymorph to kind of worry about. This is not an amazing team. So let's have a look at damage. 38k 38k damage across the board. So against a speed team that's not like a well-built crazy speed team, that's kind of a little bit underwhelming. It's only about like 76k damage with increased attack. It's kind of a little bit not great if I'm being honest. So it's one of them ones. However, I did want to kind of just mainly look at her for the A2 ability because that's where I saw the opportunity for her. But again, for me, I'm mainly looking at A2 for like 6-piece Merciless, for example, and not use A3 at all against a boss, and then building out a 5-star Brimstone for the faction because I don't really have anyone else, if I'm being honest, other than like Epic Champion, which I haven't done any testing on her yet. I do have a Darthy though, so he does get the job done quite a bit. I just need to speed up and get the 300, get it killed within 200 turns. Anyway, so let me try the A2 on an Eva. We have increased attack. See what we can do. 88. It's 200k damage on the A2. So you can see there the A2 is quite impressive for numbers. Pretty impressive. I say impressive for a single hit, right? It's not like, again, crazy ability, but it's not too shabby. So for me, for faction wars, that's what I'm kind of looking at, the A2 ability. 6-piece Merciless, not turn off the A3, so I can cycle that A2 way more across the board. Looks like we're getting a bomb now, unfortunately. But we have block buffs to protect me. And yeah, I guess Embrius is just gonna be able to clean up this team and to show him why he's a king of force Nukas overall. But again, this is a kind of option, great synergy with the two. Emrys has a lot of good synergy with a lot of Nukas. Depends where you're on a game. If you have like a Ronda 5-star, 4-star, or Sungwon 4-star, then you could argue like you're not going to build with your account. If you don't have them options and you're struggling for Nukas a little bit, she might be good as like a 5th choice Nuka. Like that's where I kind of see her, right? So we're gonna come in here. We've got 2 Force Nukas versus Duchess. So that wasn't really smart. Let me go ahead and play the Fear and get some damage in. Let's see what she can do on that. Okay, not really amazing damage. I think there was 1 weak hit there on Duchess. Maybe we're just so used to hard hitting, like crazy hard hitting champions that we kind of consider that they're not top tier, but really maybe they are a bit better than we think. But I think we're just come to a point now where we just expect mythicals kind of damage before we're really happy, right? I think the A2 has great multiplier though. I'm not gonna lie, I think the A2 is doing some good work overall, but again, this is kind of a tricky team a little bit. Pretty fast. There is a little bit for me to worry about with like the Marius, etc. So this could be an interesting one. Maybe we'll take out him and we'll bring in a Ahmad, I guess, would be suitable. And we'll see what she can do here. Like, can we control the team as well as dealing with everything else if they're not fast to me? Wow, his arbiter is fast. Unless I'm missing gear. So we'll lose this one because we are slower. That's fine. His arbiter must be like, what, 460? So that's perfectly fine. There's not much she can really do here. We have Ronnie from Rouge. Ronnie's got like a crazy account, so it'll be interesting to see if we can do anything here. Let's like this is I wouldn't say like a crazy go second team, but he has got a good Yumiko, and this is going to be a fairly good test as well because he is a issue. She does put block buffs, but I don't think she has what it takes to beat this team, but I'll take it on. Because end of the day, he's got immunity as well, which actually does not help me a lot. No Sonic set Ronda. I did think it was sorry, Yumiko. Or try and sheep him. Alright, and let's see, we'll sleep here. See if she can deal with this. So the first hit should proc the stone skin. See. Okay. Went straight through the stone skin. You didn't even get a chance to do a stone skin because it's a double hitter, so that's quite useful. And so far, that is a good way to kind of open up with. The problem is, if you're not using Merciless, it'll be hard to cycle through that ability, so it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Let's do the A2 then. Some damage, nothing too special. And we'll try and get that. We'll knock back the turn meter of the Yumiko, so she won't get a go. I think I think she revives here. And we'll play the sheep. Okay, we'll play the attack up. Then we'll try and kill him again. Pop, pop, pop. We'll sleep the Yumiko. Coming in here. We're getting some work done from our characters. Not an easy team to kind of deal with. Ashnar is very hard hitting for Sanuka. Let's do the A1. Like 51k damage. Again, I think it's the A2 is what I'm looking at really for my account overall. So I think that kind of says enough about her. I think she's got decent multipliers on the A2. I think it's godlike ability, if I remember correctly. I think there could be some work to be done. I mean, it was like no increased attack there, 20k damage. It's hard to kind of sell the A3. It's such a shame to see the A3 not like doing the same damage as the A2, because if it did, I think she would have a bit more potential. I think she's more of an early game champion, and 64k damage on the one hit there. I think she's a bit more of an early game champion and mid game champion than anything. And the only use I can see for her from my account is Faction Wants, right? Which unfortunately is not open today. Let's try this team then, because we have a Taurus Marishka. It's quite tanky. Should have maybe brought in a Warlord here to slow down the Taurus a little bit. But it's kind of tanky, so I'll see what's what. Let me play the A3 here to stun the Taurus. I get wanded, unfortunately, so Ahmad's gonna die because I got wanded. I love a good wand. And also, why did Ahmad's overtake my thingy? Alright. Then we're going to come in with our abilities here. We have the double hitter, so let me go in and see. Pop, pop. One shot the one Marishka, which is pretty nice to see. Unfortunately, Abta will revive, but not know she won't because I'll go sheep now. So we did one shot the Marishka, right? Probably not the best built Marishka, but he resisted the lock. He resisted the lockout from the sheep. That kind of sucks. Cycle of Violence just proc here, which is great. See if we can kill an Arbiter. We do kill an Arbiter, that's quite useful. Is she better than Alice? Not. I don't think she's better than Alice. I think Alice is a better champion. But she's also Force Affinity. Alice is a Magic Affinity. So I still do prefer Alice out of the two. And I kind of wish she had a little bit more. Let's try and take him out. Okay, we get the Necrid there with the A2. And now we drop his turn meter. And then coming in here. But again, I also wouldn't be doing this video right now. If we didn't have the 5-star blessing, I wouldn't be doing this video. The whole point is you take advantage of the 5-star blessing, or try to see a way to take advantage of the 5-star blessing, because as a low spender or free to play, it's so rare to get a 5-star blessing on nukers to see if they're useful. And we have released quite a few nukers recently as well. Like we've had Folin from the dwarfs come in. He's also force attack as well. There was a 5-star blessing going for him. Got 296k damage there. Who else did we have? There was someone else recently who was Force Affinity. I can't remember. Now you obviously everyone has Empress as well, and Empress would be first choice for sure. So let's have a look at our build then and look at the stats. So you're going to see here the stats here coming in at 6k attack, 315 critical damage, 280 speed, and 4-piece stone skin, and ignore defense set. Because say ignore defense set because this could be lethal instinct as well. You can see we can get a bit more juice, and you can see that their accessories are not the best, especially the ring and the amulet. So they definitely could be a bit more stats. Like I'll be honest, like another factions, I can definitely build out way more attack, like 7.5k attack, which is a little bit disappointing, but it gets a bit closer to your style of builds that you guys will normally play, and kind of just useful. And also I've only got a level 2 factions as well, so these are masteries again, in case you missed it in the middle of the video. And you can see here the Guardians here are missing the speeds, and if I had the 10 speed I'd have a bit more attack as well. And obviously I didn't really worry about endgame glyphs as well. So there's all types of stuff there. Better relic could have gone on, so maybe necrosis could be a better way to go because you'll get a bit more attack as well. So that's about it for her. I will be trying her out in faction wars, and if I find her quite useful in faction wars, which I'm thinking about, build her up in a 6-piece or 9-piece merciless set, put brimstone on her, put an accuracy on her for brimstone, and then trying to scale the attack with this ability here, as well as trying to basically speed up the damage from that. Also, the skill will deal more damage equal to the value of the turn meter, which again is thinking it's going to be a bit more of a faction war boss ability kind of thing. So a second nuker option to die fees as well. So let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think about her? Do you feel like she's underrated, or do you feel like she's overrated? Or overall, let you guys be the decision makers on that. And overall for me, if you're free to play, I could see some use, especially for the second ability in the areas I mentioned, and maybe for faction wars as well, if you're like free to play or low spend. Especially if I can get some use out of it, I'll be quite happy. If not, I'll be regretting the books, but it is what it is. You do it for content, so again, it is what it is. Anyway guys, hopefully that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as usual, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I've been Grim. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace.